In my eyes, trading is a numbers game. Now, you're probably thinking about the thumbnail 90+% win rate. Now, that actually was from myself in the summer of this year in August. Generally, an average, I actually average out between 72 to 80% win rate. So we can class this one as an anomaly and not actually month in, month out am I achieving 90+%, if I'm very honest with you all. Now, common misconception is that you actually must have a high win rate to be successful, which is actually not the case. Having a high win rate will obviously aid you to be successful in the long term. It's one of the metrics to track, but you do not need exceptionally high win rate to be profitable in this market by any means. So you're probably thinking, why don't you need a high percentage win rate to be profitable in trading? Now, there's three metrics. The first one obviously being win rate, second one being R multiple, which is extremely important, and the third one being account drawdown. You want to maximize your win rate, you want to maximize your R multiple, and you want to minimize as much as you possibly can your account drawdown. And if you can't minimize it, at least prepare for a scenario where you do actually, have some account drawdown and you are, down on your account, X%. Your R multiple is simply the amount that you profited or lost in terms of your initial risk. You risk $100 on that trade, you lose that trade, you're down 1R for the day. Okay, you then win the next two trades, in which you win, double that amount. You're then up 2R for the day, for example. So again, I can cover this in much more detail at a later point, but this is just something you definitely want to be tracking. The other one being account drawdown. Account drawdown is simply the amount your account is down from its initial peak value. So let's say you started your account with $50,000, you then lose $25,000, where your account drawdown at that point is 50%. Okay, and to get that back to exactly where you were before at $50,000, you need to then double that $25,000. So minimizing this account drawdown makes the return back to your initial investment a lot easier if you can minimize that account drawdown, because you will have account drawdown at some point in time. It's about minimizing it and allocating your risk accordingly to make sure that you're not down by an extensive amount of money or down by an extensive percentage of your account. Now we've covered those three metrics: win rate, R multiple, account drawdown. Let's start combining them to kind of realize how we can maximize the amount you're going to be winning and actually remain profitable even with not a high win rate. The two I want to be focusing on at the moment really crucially is win rate and R multiple. Now, for a fact, if you have an R multiple of 1, it means that you only need a 50% win rate to be break even. Think about that for a second. An R multiple of 1, you only need a 50% win rate to break even. Now, if we go onto the chart, and I'm going to show you an example here of a 1R trade. Let's say, for example, you take a long here on the chart, invalidation exactly there, take profit exactly there. You got a 1.01R. So you've entered there, you fully close the trade out there, that's a 1R. If you win 50% of the time out of all those trades you take, you will break even, right? Meaning if you can have a 60% win rate with an average of 1R, it really means that you'll actually be profitable consistently. Now let's take that up a notch. Let's say you actually have a 2R, so meaning rather than fully closing the trade out here consistently, you close the trade out up here, okay? So risk reward ratio 2R. That would then really mean required for you to break even, you will only need a 33% win rate. Now, think about that for a second. You actually don't need to win more trades to make money. That is something really crucial I will preach to a lot of my students, at least as well. You don't need to win more trades to make more money. You just need to be able to make more money from your already winning trades. So if you can average out a 2R, for example, which I know is not that easy, if we put it to the paper, let's say you have a 50% win rate, that means you're going to be profitable. So for those of you who already have a 50% win rate and are not profitable, rather than trying to win more trades, you should try and make more money from your winners already. Make more money from the winners and lose less from your losers. This is one way in which I would try to recommend you to make more money from your winners, is by essentially stop trying to think about every single trade as a swing trade. Be comfortable with being able to close a trade out at 2R, at 3R, rather than trying to hold and letting something come back down to stop you at break even or at your losses. Be comfortable taking 2, 3, 4R trades rather than trying to take every single trade, time every single dollar low, and look for a swing trade every single moment of the day from a scalp trade. That is not the way you should be thinking, because if you keep thinking like that, you're going to end up, all your winners are going to be averaging out at little R's, 1.3R, 1R, which is not a problem, but you can understand the benefits of actually having a really high R multiple and not so much needing an extremely high win rate. And if you want to follow more of this stuff, check out toroscrypto.com. Here's the website for it right now, where we have live trading rooms, educational content, voice chats during volatility segments, trading setups, hours and hours of my own content, as well as all the other coaches, Luke himself as well, and all that type of jazz. So also we've got the mentoring, where you can click on there, have a one-to-one session with myself, private mentoring with anyone within the team. But yeah, primarily the crew sections there, the Discord, the paid section of Discord, live trading rooms, etc. Here's all the payments for that if you wish. But yeah, hope you enjoy